I think Florida's the place to be. I mean, look at our gorgeous weather. Summertime, we have the heat, of course, but limited rain this week. We're not going to see as widespread shower and storm activity like what we had over the weekend. So if you do get the rain, at least it'll cool you off for a bit. But without the rain, it's going to feel more like the upper 90s. There's that view of the radar. We do have a few spotty showers, mainly inland on the southern end of Lake Okeechobee. No thunderstorm activity, though. But whenever we have this onshore wind, we can't rule out maybe a stray shower or two near the coast throughout the day. But most of the rain that'll develop later on, sea breeze driven, mainly inland and away from our coastal areas. So it's looking like it's going to clump up once again for the western half of the state. We do have this boundary to our north. It's really not going to do too much for our weather down south. But notice on the western end of that area of low pressure, that's something we're going to be watching for our friends over in Texas. At least for today, we still have some dry air filtering in. So again, that's another factor limiting our rain here across South Florida with dry air in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. But all of this moisture still has some time to get itself together and become an area of more defined low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, some development is still possible over the next couple days. We're talking 30% over the next 2 to 5 days as well. And this is going to slowly drift off towards the Texas area. And right now we have this as Invest 95L. Again, no impacts for us here in Florida, but a lot of the models do take this for southern Texas. Some models do want to take this out towards South Louisiana. So it's looking like they're going to be seeing a wet 4th of July weekend. And then the other system that we've been watching has tropical potential cyclone number 2. And this is going to continue in that same path. It's moving west very quickly. Also no effects for us here in South Florida or America at all, rather North America. But this will eventually become our next named storm, Bonnie. And it also has the potential in this open water right here in the Caribbean to become a Category 1 hurricane. So it's not uncommon for us to see this rapid intensification, and that would be something that this system could possibly undergo as we get closer to the weekend. And then behind it, and this is about 1,000 miles away from the Windward Islands, is another area of a wave that just came off of Africa a couple of days ago. It does have the potential for some gradual development, but right now still looking low. Something to watch, though, as it will move its way in that west-northwesterly motion. It's moving at 15 miles per hour. So Bonnie, next named storm on the list. And then after that, we have Colin Danielle. And then as we wrap up June, we still have all the way through the end of November for the hurricane season. Again, this year is expected to be an active one. We already have 3 areas that we're watching. So otherwise, back at home, it is hot, steamy, temperatures feeling like the triple digits, especially in Indiantown, feeling like the upper 90s for Vero Beach, Okeechobee, and then the mid 90s there from West Palm down to Delray, Boca Raton. So overall, afternoon highs in the 90s, so it's going to feel very steamy for an extended period of time for today. But overall, it's going to be a beautiful day, limited rain. I think it's going to be really nice for that sunset walk later on. Sunset right around a little after 8 p.m. And then the evening is going to be a warm one. Mugginess sticks around. As I mentioned, whenever we have the onshore wind, stray shower or two still in the forecast. So let me show you that future track. Today, most of the rain and storm activity inland, as I mentioned, a little bit quieter along the coastal areas with maybe a stray shower or two. And then as we head throughout your Wednesday, we're going to wake up to a few showers for your morning right before 11 a.m. Second half of the afternoon, only inland rain and storms are expected, pushing to the western half of the state, dominant east coast sea breeze. But then come Thursday, we could see a little bit of extra rain and storm activity, a little bit more coverage across our area. So I'm shooting for some higher rain chances by Thursday. So that'll be one of our wetter days of the week ahead. And then by Friday, Saturday, we should see some hit or miss rain in the forecast, but looking good for your Sunday if you have plans for an early 4th of July celebration. Even Monday, I was checking the models for that, and it's going to